What's going on, my peoples? And I go by name the Sorcerer. Obviously, this is a different scenery. You probably have seen me over recent weeks that I've been having a little bit of a change of avenue. Yes, I'm not in my normal setup in the UK. I'm currently in Bangkok, Thailand, to be specific, and I'm currently enjoying the view. I'm very much near the rooftop area. I'm very high, very elevated, and to tell you the truth, this is what I wanted. And I wanted to talk to you about something that will affect you for the positive, something that or what I say for my day-to-day on my lives, so on my TikTok live, on my Instagram, and even on here on YouTube. And it's the power of manifestation. And I'm going to tell you about my technique and how my technique has brought me to where I am right now. I said that I wanted to be in an area where I would see and have a high vantage point of people, sites, and I'm currently in near enough the top floor. The top floor is basically the rooftop, right? Where all people, who live in this condo are basically, they go up there enjoying the views, and I'm near there. So what I've manifested is coming to reality as we are right now. And there is a simple manifestation technique that I do. And this is something that I haven't even told my wife, but she'll know now anyway. But I'm sure she knows anyway because we always talk, but I don't necessarily always say everything and everything. It's just one of those situations that I said to myself, this is what's going to work for me, because she's got something that works for her. She's a very powerful manifestor. She speaks things into reality. And if you can, go to her YouTube channel, Goddess Frequency. It's immaculate when it comes to manifestation speaks and her talks. So please go there when you can. Now, when it comes to myself, I use the power of manifestation not just into speaking things into reality, but really using your mind. And I may sound like I'm being over simplistic over explaining things to you. I got there in the end. But to tell you the truth, this is how it works through my mind, as if it's a simulation, right? Because we are in the simulation. I use two versions, and there's a reason why I've done it in a form where there are windows at this moment right now. There are two windows behind me, and they're corners. I am using this as a visualizer, and so can you, as a way of showing you how you can utilize your life right now and transform it. So if we go fast forward right now, and this is something that you can learn, I want you to not only just think about manifestation, but I want you to really focus on this screen and imagine that you are currently living the life that you are living right now. So let's just say you are having a 9-to-5 job. You're currently on your way to work. You're traveling XYZ. You're doing the regular stuff, the regular guy stuff, the regular woman stuff, etc., etc. And then that's something that you got to visualize. Now, split that screen, right? And I want you to visualize the life that you truly want. What is the dream? Somebody that I am working with said something amazing. It was like, what is the dream? And that is a great question. What is your dream? What is it, your dream, that you can imagine? And I want you to look at this particular as if they're two different screens. One is the everyday life that you're living, and the other side is the dream life that you truly want. So let's just say that you want to visualize that you have money easily, effortlessly, and endlessly. You visualize money not just as a form of energy, but a physical thing. You also probably want to have the lifestyle. So, for example, if you want to have the flashy car, if you want to have the best house, that's something that you yourself are going to imagine that you are in. Now, this is the technique that I did. I visualized that what I do for my normal day-to-day life, which is about helping clients out in my place, the apartment in the UK, And I visualized the life that I truly want to live. That is living up, having a high vantage point, having amazing views, speaking to clients, speaking to high ticket clients, helping other businesses out, living a life of me having a coffee at 2 p.m. in the afternoon while I'm collecting checks and bags and etc., and being able to have the freedom. Now, that is what I visualized. I visualized two separate things as if it's a split screen, and that is something that you should do in a form of meditation, as a form of your breath work, all of these things, or even just narrating it through your mind. This is very powerful. The power of manifestation is basically law. You're writing a law upon yourself and what's going to happen, and you are changing one part of your life to truly transform something completely different. And that's something that I do. I have often visualized, because my wife often says to me that I have a cinematic visual gift, that I can see things, and that I do when I channel, right? And this is something that I have done over the recent weeks. I'd say large part over a month. Just over a month. And that is when I had this phenomenon that money became so easy to me, and then all of a sudden there was an opportunity for us to go to Bangkok, because I visualized that that's something I wanted to do. Things such as going on YouTube, and then all of a sudden there was this thing of, you should go to Thailand, you should go to this, here's the reason why you should go to Bangkok. It all started to flood, and then I visualized the type of clients that I'm connecting to, and guess what? I'm speaking to multi-millionaires who have different businesses, multiple businesses from different countries, and then all of a sudden they want to work with me. This is one part of the manifestation. The other part, in which, if you're truly interested in, I do rituals for high ticket clients, premium stuff, right? So the first part that I'm letting you know, which is a small scale of the secret, is the visualization. Imagine if it's the split screen, the normal day-to-day life, in comparison to the life you truly want. And what activates that is something that me and my wife do, which is spell work, rituals. Now, you can do the visualization as a form of practice, and I'm sure you're going to be getting it. But if you want to go and do more the esoteric sciences, you can always contact me, all right? Or my wife. But the truth is, the reason why this is so amazing is that we live in a parallel life. There are different versions of ourselves. And if you are able to pick this life as opposed to this life, you will change your timeline. Now how powerful that is, that you can change your timeline. Yes, you can. Absolutely. We can for sure. Understand this. The power of manifestation changes the moment you set a new law, meaning that if there is a possibility, and there will always be multiple millions possibilities that you can have that life that you want. Of course you can. You're just taking what's in that particular timeline. All right. That was my way of manifesting. And if you are interested in getting a service from me, premium service, you can always go and contact me on Instagram, TikTok, or on my Gmail. Descriptions will be there, all of the details, and I look forward to speaking to you guys again. Take care as always. Sorcerer.